Alrighty guys, welcome back to Star Wars Review. So a new trailer for Jedi Survivor was released, this time going into a lot more story details and whatnot. In fact, it was called the story trailer, which, I thought it was a great trailer. We do finally see the characters, Grease and Marin. We just learned that they'll be in the game after all, because they were absent in a lot of the other trailers and whatnot. So it was nice to get that confirmation. Grease, I think it was like when the gameplay videos IGN released for Survivor, we do see his name for one of the objectives. So we already knew he was going to be in the game, but nice to finally see him and how he looks. But I'm just going to dive into the trailer, going through it scene by scene. So it starts with a shot of a Cal and a Purge Trooper getting sucked out of a ship. I'm not sure if it's like in space or if it's just crashed and it's kind of falling out of the window. I'm not sure. But we hear dialogue from Cal saying, "It's been a long 5 years," which then cuts to the Mantis in hyperspace, which then exits, showing Coruscant, and the Mantis heading down towards Coruscant, which is also nice to get that confirmed. In the other trailers, we saw a city planet. We weren't sure if it was Coruscant or not, so it's nice to see that it is Coruscant, which we've been seeing Coruscant a lot recently, but it is nice to return to Coruscant in a video game. Definitely after the video game Star Wars 1313, which was supposed to be set in Coruscant, following, I believe it was Boba Fett, was canceled a while back, which that game, was one, was highly anticipated, but, like I said, was canceled. So it's nice to see Coruscant back in a video game after, last time was the Force Unleashed games, over 10 years ago now. Well, I guess the Lego games, but in a non-Lego, video game. But, next moment, we see Cal fighting a Purge Trooper outside the Mantis. I think it might be on Coruscant. I'm not sure, though. But, we then see Cal, fighting alongside some, I guess, rebels, I don't know who they are. But, they get shot at by this, when the, patrol transport gunship thingies, what we've seen on Coruscant a lot. We saw them in Clone Wars. I think there might have been one in the recent episode of Mandalorian also. But, Cal blocks its shots. Alright, jumping in here real quick. I didn't notice this until I was, getting the images, for the, trailer. During this moment, very briefly, you can see a figure, what looks a lot like the ninth sister from Jedi Fallen Order. Looks like they're holding a red lightsaber. Looks like the ninth sister. So that's definitely interesting. I was wondering if she would return in this game, which it seems like it could be the case. I'm not sure if it is. It's very, very brief and off in distance. It just looks like a figure. What looks like the ninth sister, it could very well not be, but it definitely does. And we hear more dialogue from Cal saying, "We've tried to resist," which he continues later saying, "Fear and mistrust rule the galaxy," which during that dialogue we see on Kobo, those bandits we've seen a bunch messing with this alien, while Cal watches in the background, which I assume he's going to intervene and help out, which kind of makes these bandits dislike him. But we then see Cal fighting that helmeted person with the lightsaber we saw in the last trailer, but there was a little gameplay moment of it and whatnot too. Not sure who this person is, but interested to see who they are. But we then see a shot of the Mantis kind of crashing down onto a planet. I'm assuming it's maybe Kobo because we know the Mantis will crash there. But we then finally see Marin for the first time with Cal, which she is telling him. It's a big long line, which I'm just going to say it all real quick. She says, "Cal, look into the fire. It'll warm you, keep you company, but left unchecked, it will consume everything until there's only ash," which the fire she's referring to is her, Night Sister magic, which in the shot she's kind of showing him the magic and how, the green stuff. But I do like that line, kind of relating her Night Sister magic to the Force in a way, and how a Jedi is supposed to use it and whatnot, which I do wonder if we'll see Cal kind of struggle with that, kind of struggle with going to the dark side in this game, which, the first game is definitely a lot about that, and I do think will continue to be about that in Survivor including with another character, which I'll get into that more in a moment. But during that dialogue with Marin, we do get a bunch of shots of other stuff going on. We see that Imperial patrol gunship flying across Coruscant, which maybe Cal and the groupies with hijacks one. We see Cal hugging Grease, who has a new outfit, which I should have mentioned, Marin also has a new outfit, but Grease is now also missing an arm as a prosthetic one. But then we get a shot of Cal looking kind of somewhat angry, igniting his lightsaber, which that shot plays when Marin is talking about, leaving her magic unchecked and whatnot. But there's some gameplay moments. One of this very sandy planet where Cal is walking on this bridge, and this pillar kind of crashes down on it, destroying the bridge. There's some parkour moments. There's one moment where he's kind of in the sky, heading towards this sky base place, which I just came up with thought now. I do wonder if that Jedi or whatever we saw in the previous trailers and in the back of the tank, if that's where he is. I don't know. I just thought of that now. Maybe he is, maybe he isn't. It seemed like seeing some of the train and whatnot, it looked like it might have been Kobo, so I do wonder if that will be the case. We'll just have to wait and see. But right after that, we do get scenes with that mysterious Jedi person, which he's holding a stormtrooper helmet, telling Cal, how could you let the galaxy fall to this unworthy machine of an empire? Which he throws the helmet towards Cal, which during that we do get a quick glance at his robes, which shows the High Republic insignia, confirming that he is a Jedi from that era, which is cool. I'm very, very interested to see, what his deal is and why he was in his bacta tank, maybe locked away. He does seem like he might be the villain of the story, but I mentioned earlier kind of how Fallen Order and seeming this game might be about kind of Jedi either falling to the dark side or letting the dark side kind of consume them. And so I do think that will be more expanded upon in this game, maybe with Cal, but also this mysterious Jedi from the High Republic era, which is supposed to be the golden era of the Jedi, now waking up, hundreds of years later, kind of seeing how maybe now that the Jedi are gone and it's now consumed by the Empire, and seeing how that maybe makes him kind of fall to the dark side a little bit. But also maybe he already has, and that's why he's locked up. I don't know. Definitely it's just in him. We don't know really much about him at all. So I'm definitely this trailer doesn't really reveal much more. So I am interested to see where his story goes and whatnot, and also what his name is in the game when it does come out. But we then get some awesome shots of Marin fighting a stormtrooper. She has this staff thingy she uses to beat them up, but then at the end she force pushes them, which is great. I do like that she's using more regular force powers. Now I guess Cal has kind of maybe taught her some, and not just her Night Sister magic. But then there's a quick shot of the Gendai Ravis, which I think this shot is the same one we see in or a very similar one we saw in the last trailer. But we then get some gameplay of those meditation chambers. But we then get dialogue from Cal saying, hope may feel beyond our grasp, but I think we finally found somewhere the Empire can't reach us. Which is a shot of Cal then looking at this, I want to call it a town, a place. I don't know, there's buildings around, and there's a tower. He's kind of looking at it. It's a small one. You'll see the image. But then there's a shot of Cal kind of looking out at the city of Coruscant. But we then see Bode for the first time, which he's seemingly on the Mantis, saying, imagine, no more looking over your shoulder. Kind of continuing on what Cal said. But we then get some gameplay with Cal and Bode teaming up. But we then see Cal, Grease, Marin, and BD1 on the Mantis looking at the galaxy map, and there's a meteor or something. I don't know, maybe it's that place Cal is talking about. But we hear dialogue from Cal, not from this moment, but I think from continuing from the dialogue from before, saying a place that's worth fighting for, no matter the cost. Which we then see gameplay of Cal teaming up with Marin, which was so cool. When we learn that there will be kind of companions, I kind of assumed Marin would be one, but to see that confirmation was just so awesome. I really, really love that moment. And I'm excited to, have moments fighting alongside Marin in the game. Also Bode too, and maybe some of the other characters. We don't know yet. We'll just have to wait and see. But the trailer ends with several quick shots. One of Cal and BD1 in the Mantis. A close-up of Grease. A shot of Seer seemingly talking to Cal, which is the only bit we got of her in this trailer. And then one of Cal flying the Mantis, crashing it into a TIE fighter, which the TIE fighter then gets destroyed. And then, so that's where the trailer ends, which, like I said, I thought it was a great trailer. It really, excites me even more for the game. I love seeing Marin and Grease again. But I also like kind of seeing how these characters have changed. Definitely in their looks, they all look drastically different. Cal is, Marin isn't that drastically different, but Grease and Seer are way different looking than from Fallen Order. But I also like kind of getting more story details. Now it seems like the main part of the story is Cal and the Mantis crew will be kind of looking for this, I guess, supposed like sanctuary, I guess. Which I guess maybe that High Republic Jedi will maybe be going after it also. I'm not sure. Like I mentioned earlier, he's still pretty mysterious, so I'm not sure what's going on with him and whatnot yet. But I can't wait to figure all that out when the game does come out, which right now it's supposed to come out April 28th, 2023. Hopefully it doesn't get delayed again. It was already actually supposed to be out. It was supposed to be out this last, Friday on the 17th, but obviously got delayed till the 28th. It seems like that's going to be the release date. So it's only a little bit over a month away. But when it does come out, I'll be doing a bunch of content for it. A full playthrough, obviously a review, and I'll probably be doing even more stuff outside of that for the game. So you can check all that out then. But in the meantime, I check out my other trailer breakdowns and videos for Survivor. And also all my stuff on Fallen Order. I am currently doing another playthrough of Fallen Order on Grandmaster. I should have another part out this week. I have a few parts out already, but I'll be uploading the rest of it throughout the rest of this month and leading up to the 28th, so you can check that out also. But I've been Star Wars Jedi, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.
We've tried to resist. Fear and mistrust rule the galaxy.
No, wait!